I want you to listen very carefully to what I'm about to say, because this may sound strange at first, but it could change the way you think about your health forever. What if I told you that something millions of people take every single day to stay healthy might actually be silently damaging their heart, without pain, without warning, without symptoms? Not because it's evil, not because it's toxic, but because it's incomplete. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why so many people over 60 are doing everything right and still ending up with heart problems they never saw coming. Welcome to Healthy Aging. If you care about protecting your heart, your bones, and your independence as you age, make sure you subscribe right now. We share simple, science-based information your doctor rarely has time to explain, and it could literally add healthy years to your life. Now, let me tell you about something that shocked me early in my career. After years of working with older adults, a pattern started appearing, one I couldn't ignore. I saw people with strong bodies, active lifestyles, and perfect bone scans. Their hips were solid, their spines were strong, their fracture risk was low. But when we looked at their hearts, it was a different story. Their arteries were stiff, their heart valves were hardened. Calcium, rock-hard calcium, had settled where it never should have been. These weren't careless people. These were disciplined people, people who took their supplements faithfully, people who followed medical advice, people who believed they were protecting themselves. And that's what makes this so disturbing, because no one told them the full story. Most people know vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium. That part is true. Vitamin D opens the door and lets calcium enter your bloodstream. But here's the part almost nobody explains. Once calcium enters your blood, it doesn't know where to go. Calcium isn't intelligent. It doesn't carry directions. It doesn't understand your intentions. It simply floats through your bloodstream, looking for somewhere, anywhere, to settle. Your body wants that calcium to go into your bones. But without guidance, calcium doesn't politely wait for permission. It sticks to whatever surface it finds first. Arteries, heart valves, kidneys, slowly, quietly, year after year. This is why some people build strong bones, while their cardiovascular system slowly hardens. This is what scientists call the calcium paradox. And it's far more common than most people realize. The missing piece, the thing almost no one is told about, is vitamin K2. Think of calcium like cars entering a busy city. Vitamin D opens the gate and lets them all in at once. But without traffic control, those cars start parking everywhere. On sidewalks, in fire lanes, blocking vital roads. Vitamin K2 is the traffic officer. Its role is not optional. Its role is not minor. Its role is essential. Vitamin K2 activates special proteins that escort calcium directly into your bones, where it belongs. At the same time, it activates defenses in your arteries that stop calcium from sticking there. When K2 is present, calcium is guided. When K2 is missing, calcium wanders. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people over 60 are deficient in vitamin K2. K2 is not abundant in modern diets. It's found mainly in fermented foods and certain animal products, foods many people rarely eat anymore. And even if someone eats healthy, they can still be missing K2. So what happens when someone takes vitamin D every day, but no K2? More calcium enters the blood. More calcium floats without direction. More calcium settles in the wrong places, not overnight, not dramatically, but gradually, until one day symptoms appear: shortness of breath, chest pressure, fatigue, and suddenly the damage is already done. The good news is this is preventable. When vitamin D is paired with vitamin K2, specifically the MK7 form, calcium is directed safely and effectively. Bones get stronger, arteries stay flexible, the heart remains protected. For most adults, 100 to 200 micrograms of K2 daily is enough to make a meaningful difference. It's a tiny amount with enormous impact. But K2 is only the first mistake people make. The second mistake is just as common and just as dangerous, and it has nothing to do with calcium. It has everything to do with magnesium. Most people don't realize this, but vitamin D cannot function without magnesium. It simply doesn't work. Vitamin D you swallow is inactive. Before your body can use it, your liver and kidneys must convert it into its active form. And those conversion steps require magnesium. No magnesium, no activation. When someone starts taking higher doses of vitamin D, especially to correct a deficiency, the body suddenly needs much more magnesium than before. If magnesium stores are already low, the body starts pulling it from muscles, nerves, and even the heart. This is when symptoms appear: heart palpitations, muscle cramps, anxiety, poor sleep. People assume vitamin D is the problem, when in reality, it's magnesium depletion. Magnesium is essential for stable heart rhythm and muscle relaxation. Without it, electrical signals in the heart become erratic, and muscles contract without releasing. This is why leg cramps often appear at night. This is why some people feel their heart flutter after starting vitamin D. The solution isn't stopping vitamin D. The solution is supporting it. Most adults benefit from 300 to 400 milligrams of magnesium daily, especially when supplementing vitamin D. Forms like magnesium glycinate or malate are well absorbed and gentle on digestion. When magnesium levels are restored, symptoms often disappear, sometimes within days. Vitamin D begins working the way it was always meant to. And yet, there's another mistake that quietly undermines everything. But before I explain it, I want you to pause for a moment. If you're learning something new right now, type "healthy" in the comments. It helps this message reach more people who need to hear it, and I read every comment. Now let's talk about the form of vitamin D you're taking, because this mistake alone keeps millions of people deficient without realizing it. Now let's talk about a mistake that keeps millions of people stuck in deficiency even though they're taking vitamin D every single day. Most people assume vitamin D is just vitamin D. If it says vitamin D on the bottle, it must work, right? Not exactly. There are two different forms, and they are not equal. One works with your body, the other barely works at all. Vitamin D3 is the form your skin naturally produces when sunlight hits it. It's the form found in animal-based foods. It's the form your body recognizes immediately. Vitamin D2, on the other hand, is a plant-derived version. Your body can use it, but it struggles. It converts it slowly, inefficiently, and the effects don't last. In simple terms, D3 stays active longer and raises blood levels reliably. D2 breaks down faster and often fails to raise levels at all. This is why some people take vitamin D for months, even years, and their blood levels barely move. They're not doing anything wrong. They're just using the wrong form. If your supplement label says ergocalciferol or D2, that's the weaker form. If it says cholecalciferol or D3, that's the one you want. Switching from D2 to D3 alone can make a dramatic difference, sometimes within just a few months, without increasing the dose. But even with the right form, many people are still sabotaging their results without realizing it. And this next mistake is incredibly common. Vitamin D is fat-soluble. That means it needs fat to be absorbed. If you take vitamin D with water, black coffee, or on an empty stomach, a large portion simply passes through your system unused. It's not that the supplement is bad, it's that your body never gets the chance to absorb it. When vitamin D is taken with food that contains fat, absorption can double. You don't need a heavy meal. Just a small amount of fat is enough. Eggs, yogurt, nuts, avocado, olive oil, cheese, even a simple breakfast works. Without fat, vitamin D slides through your digestive system. With fat, it actually enters your bloodstream and does its job. This one habit alone explains why some people see results and others don't, on the exact same dose. And now we come to the final mistake. This one is caused by fear. Specifically, fear created by outdated guidelines. Most vitamin D recommendations were created decades ago for one purpose only: preventing severe bone disease, not optimizing health, not protecting the immune system, not supporting the heart or brain. The recommended amounts on most bottles are survival level doses, not optimal doses. For someone who is already deficient, which many adults over 60 are, 600 or 800 IU per day is simply not enough. It's like trying to fill a swimming pool with a teaspoon. Yes, technically, you're adding water, but you'll never reach the level you need. To raise blood vitamin D into a truly healthy range, most people require 3,000 to 5,000 IU daily for several months. This is not extreme. This is not dangerous. This is replacement level dosing. Your body can naturally produce even more than that from sunlight alone, but modern lifestyles don't allow for it anymore. The key is testing. A simple blood test called 25-hydroxyvitamin D tells you exactly where you stand. Below 30 is deficient. 30 to 40 is insufficient. 40 to 60 is where most experts agree health benefits are strongest. Once levels are corrected, many people can maintain with a lower dose. But guessing is never as effective as knowing. And toxicity? It's extremely rare at these levels and develops slowly, which is why periodic testing matters. The real danger isn't taking enough vitamin D. The real danger is taking it incorrectly. Vitamin D alone is not enough. It needs its partners. Without vitamin K2, calcium goes where it doesn't belong. Without magnesium, vitamin D can't activate properly. Without fat, absorption drops dramatically. Without the right form, your levels never rise. Without adequate dosing, deficiency never resolves. This is why so many people give up on supplements, believing they don't work. They do work, but only when taken correctly. If you're still watching right now, you're already ahead of most people. And if this information has helped you, type sunshine in the comments so I know you're committed to checking your labels and doing this the right way. Share this video with someone you care about, especially anyone over 60 who takes vitamin D. This could save them years of silent damage. And if you want clear, simple guidance on healthy aging, heart protection, and smart supplementation, make sure you're subscribed to Healthy Aging. We release new videos every week designed to help you stay strong, sharp, and independent for as long as possible. Your health isn't about doing more. It's about doing things correctly. Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. And yet, there's another mistake that quietly undermines everything. But before I explain it, I want you to pause for a moment. If you're learning something new right now, type healthy in the comments. It helps this message reach more people who need to hear it, and I read every comment. Now let's talk about the form of vitamin D you're taking, because this mistake alone keeps millions of people deficient without realizing it.